All right, teacher read aloud. When good readers read aloud, they group words into phrases and they pause naturally at the end of those phrases. All right, I'm going to model that as I read. When you do that, you're really paying attention to punctuation, like commas and periods, and those are the things that indicate that you should take a pause when you're reading in a text. So here's Jane's big ideas. Jane Addams was a tiny woman with big ideas. She had those ideas during a time when women were not expected to have them. Jane Addams was so intelligent and so persuasive that many of her ideas became laws. Jane Addams was one tough cookie. Addams was born in 1860 in Cedarville, Illinois. She lived comfortably with her family in a big house. At the time, she was expected to grow up, marry a nice man, and take care of a big house and her own children. But Addams wanted something different. She wanted to go to college. Now, this was unheard of during her time. Addams wouldn't listen. She went away to college, becoming one of the first women in America to attend a university. In college, Addams had heated discussions with her classmates and professors. Her ideas grew bigger. She wondered, why were women denied the right to vote? Many people did not approve of her ideas. Women at the polls? No. A woman's place was in the home. But Addams kept pushing. She wrote a pamphlet entitled Why Women Should Vote. It was a persuasive list of arguments that helped people become informed on the issues. In it, she confirmed that women were great at tending a home and raising children. Wouldn't they also be great, then, at taking care of things in the community? Why shouldn't they become involved in politics? Addams wrote about her ideas. Some people listened. Addams also spoke about her ideas in public. Many thought her rousing speeches were disorderly and unladylike, but Addams wasn't concerned. She continued making speeches. She became vice president of the National American Women's Suffrage Association. This group tried to persuade the legislature to consider women's rights in lawmaking. Jane Addams lived to see the 19th Amendment passed, which gave women the right to vote. Jane Addams worked for more than women's rights, though. In Chicago, she set up a center called Hull House, which helped people who had moved to the growing city from all over the world. She recognized the need for good schooling for everyone. She once said, America's future will be determined by the home and the school. The child becomes largely what he is taught, hence we must watch what we teach and how we live. Addams also worked for world peace. During World War I, she traveled all over the world speaking about peace between nations. In the final years of her life, people showed their appreciation of Addams' dedication. She became one of the candidates for the Nobel Peace Prize. In 1931, Jane Addams was the first American woman to receive this honor. She sounds like one extraordinary lady, if you ask me. I'm going to ask you just a couple of questions to check your comprehension. I'd like you to pause the video and discuss these questions with your learning adult at home. There are 3 of them. Number 1, what was Jane Addams expected to do, and what did she do? Why does the author think it important to say that Addams lived to see the 19th Amendment passed? Why do you think people appreciated the work that Jane Addams did?